West Virginia Dirty Dog, giving the dirt.
What's up, guys? It's Sunday night. Just got done pulling 312s. And I'm going to tell you guys, on Sundays, I'm going to try to give you guys a short, encouraging message about Jesus and what he's doing in my life and what he wants to do in your life. And it's the week after Easter, and most of us are back in our routines, doing what we do, and that's cool. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing what I do. And but I want to talk to you a little bit about what BVD's video was on last week for Easter. And you know, his title was where I'm at in my faith, and he said I'm parked. And I say, for me, where am I in my faith? I'm excited. I'm excited. I've always been excited. I've been excited since I was 17 years old. Why? Because my heart changed. And that's all it takes is a heart change. A true heart change. And but we'll move on from that. And I just want to answer a question of BVD's, and some of you say, well, that's too easy. That's too easy of an answer. Whatever. And his question was, he's like, I just can't get past physical evidence. I need physical evidence. And if you look at Doubting Thomas and that story, that will give you a glimpse of why you're not going to see him until he wants to come back. When I say him, I'm talking about Jesus in person. Him, Jesus. You're not going to see him again until he comes back to get us. Anyways, but my answer is this. And I'll read the verse to you first, and then I'll talk about it. It's 1 John chapter 1, verse 6 and 7. It says, if we claim to have fellowship with him, yet walk in the darkness, we lie and do not live by the truth. But if we walk in the light, as he is in the light, we have fellowship with one another, and the blood of Jesus, his Son, purifies us all from sin. Alright. Now let's talk about this. Alright, here's what we got. We got two extremes out here. We got the people that say this. Well, man, I seen this guy in church. I seen this other guy in church. Man, I seen the guy in church that cuss and smoke and all this stuff. Okay, we hear that. All right, and then we hear this, the extreme. Man, this guy here, he's just full-blown Jesus, and he's just telling everybody they're going to hell and they need to get saved. That's the two extremes we got. You would all agree with that, and I would agree with that. Yes, we have those two extremes. These verses I'm talking about is not that. Here's your physical proof, BVD and others that want physical proof that Jesus Christ is real, wants to be a part of your life. Here's your answer. If me, West Virginia Dirty Dog, is living right, is doing what I can for God, serving Jesus Christ, following him, trying to love people, and doing the things I'm supposed to do, you're going to see him through me. I should be a light of Jesus Christ. Now, you can see darkness too, right? You can see darkness in people, and that's what that first verse is talking about. If we claim to have fellowship with him, yet walk in darkness, we lie. So those guys that are extremes could be walking in darkness, a full fake, and that's okay. God will deal with it, but we got to get our eyes off of that and get our eyes on, okay, who was real, who was good, and see what they do daily and what their struggles are, and how, if you struggle, you usually tell people, this is where I'm struggling. We got to be true. Christianity is being truthful with yourself and saying, God, help me be truthful. And those people that are doing those things and not caring, God's got to deal with them. We can't change that. But Christianity is you and God, not nobody else. You getting right with God and doing what he asks you to do. From this, if you're not in this, nothing's going to happen. And Christianity is compared, and the Bible talks about it, how it's a race. Christianity is a race. It's a long race. And what do you have in races? Marathons and stuff. You got up and down, you're going to have that. But God's like, just go on, press on. Pick up your cross and follow me, and we'll make it. And that's all we ask. So you people saying, where's the physical evidence? You can find it. Go find it in people. and put those people around you. And what's going to happen? It's going to overflow onto you. You're going to feel that great vibe of God all around them. And since I've been 17 years old, I'm a pastor. Since I've been 17 years old, I've been a part of 7 churches. 7 churches, because I moved and different things, and college and all that. I've been a part of 7 churches. And I'll say this, out of all 7 churches, I would say I met 10 people that were like those extreme. He cusses, smokes, drinks, does all this stuff outside church, and comes in and says, oh yeah, I'm living right. Maybe 10 out of 7. But you know why I've only known 10 of them probably? Because I seen them, or I was kind of looking for it. Now how many good Christians, how many Christian people I know that follow in Christ have I seen out of those 7 churches? Most of them. Most of them. What you put in is what you're going to get out. And that's the bottom line. That's how you're going to get excited. And that's the important part of the church. If we're in the light, we're going to have fellowship with one another. And that's the part of the church, is finding a family. Not finding a church, but finding a family, which is the church. Church being your family. Somebody you can depend on and lean on and help each other and love. Church should be a family, not church. Just a thing you do. That's how church will change in your mind if you realize it's got to be a family. Last thing, sum it up. I did a sermon one time at a church. I was supply pastor in that. Preaching on Jesus said, I am the light of the world. I made the whole church dark. I had the old pane glasses on the side. I took trash bags to cover all the light. The big foyer, I covered it all in darkness. So when the church came in, it was completely dark. Completely dark. 11 o'clock in the afternoon, the whole church was dark. I had the cross lit up with one of those disco lights shining. So the only thing they had on was the light. And I showed all these verses about the light and different things. And I got to the end. And I talked about why Jesus went to the cross and why he died and why he rose. And then talk about how if we are in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship with him. I talked about that, and I said, what does that mean? And I said, what does Christ want me to do and want you to do? And what I did was I hung a disco ball up to the side, up on the ceiling. Nobody in the church seen it. All right? And I lit the light. When I lit the light, it shot up to the disco ball. And guess what happened? All the white dots filled the church, all over the sanctuary. All over the place, you had little white dots. And I told the congregation, look, this is why Christ went to the cross. All these white dots. He wants to work through you. He can be everywhere at the same time through you. And then with that light off the disco ball, it showed all a bunch of lights. And then you see white dots here and there spread out. And what that was you got a close knit of people here, the people working in the church, and then you got these guys on the wall over here by themselves, being a light at their job, being a light in the mission field, being a light to their family, being a light to their friends. But guess what happens? When God gets a hold of them, another light will show up. When that light comes back on, there's more dots. So guys, listen, there's physical proof, and the physical proof is true Christians. All you gotta do is look for them, and you'll find them. So I challenge you guys this week, look for it. Say, God, show me a true believer. And you might not even know they're a believer, but you see them and see that they're different. All right, so that's my answer. That's my answer. Where I'm at in my walk, I'm excited. Because you know what? I got peace, I got hope, I got love, I got victory. Because I'm no longer by myself fighting this world. It's me and God, and let's roll. This West Virginia dog, giving the dirt. Jesus. Peace.